Today on the channel, it's time to skate or die with Mondo Gecko Super 7 Ultimate Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Super 7 Ultimate Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles unboxing and review. And today on the channel from the Super 7 Ultimate Turtles line, we got Mondo Gecko. But for all your Mondo Gecko needs and a whole lot more, make sure you hit up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, if you're going to the Super 7 website, head over there, put in code KYLEP to support this very YouTube channel. There you go. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. Going to start off with the packaging, of course. This was the time we had those cardboard mailers to protect the figures. We don't have those anymore, but we'll see you later right there, Mondo Gecko. Then we got the old slip cover on this one. We got the manhole cover. Mondo Gecko looking good. Looking like a face only a mother could love. Or a lizard lover. And oh yeah, love me like a reptile, like a young motorhead, really, at the end of the day. Looking good in the green, of course. Nothing on the sides. Ultimate on the top. On the back, the classic Turtles logo. And then we know it's just a slip cover. Slips right off. Shoot the three like Craig Hodges at the three-point line. Oh, shout out to Craig Hodges. Big fan of the channel, I'm sure. But there it is, Mondo Gecko looking only like a Mondo Gecko could look in the Super 7 Ultimate line. Turtles, Mondo Gecko, big window. Of course, the green brick that we're getting used to here, looking very nice. And of course, the back of the package, we got the blurb. Let's see what it says about our old friend, Mondo Gecko. The rip-roaring skateboarding reptile. A loner. A lizard, a skate master. Mutated from a headbanging thrash metal teenage guitarist, Mondo Gecko is the coolest lizard to surf the concrete jungle. Known to his cold-blooded boredom brethren as the Mon, Mondo Gecko likes to skate the sewers and grease the grind. Oh, I'm all about greasing the grind. This maximum maniac grooves on shining curbside and puts fun and freedom ahead of everything else. He's always stoked and looking for a new adventure. So when the Turtles need some extra help, Mondo's ready to skate, rattle, and roll. Like a young Kyle as a kid, oh, just ready to hit the half pipe, ready to skate or die. That's what I was ready for as a kid. Then you get older and then you don't, I guess. And we've told that painful story of my lost skateboard on the channel. A heartbreaker of a story. Brings a tear to my eye. I don't feel like breaking down today, so I'm not going to tell that story again today. See you later. Goodbye, knocking things over. That's the way it goes from time to time. You gotta crack a few eggs every once in a while when you're doing one of these reviews. We know how that goes. But can I get him out? Can I get him out of the plastic? There we go. All right, there it is. 2 plastic prisons. We got hands for days. Now look at that. We got that cool skateboard there. Definitely cooler than my skateboard as a kid. Then we got Mondo Gecko, extra head. We got him in the package. Looking good. He's ready for a heavy metal concert. Maybe he's going to check out some Testament, some Exodus, maybe some Overkill. Who knows? Maybe some Anthrax. You never know what old Mondo Gecko will be up to. But one thing we'll be up to is I'm going to take this offline, get him out of the package. We'll be back talking all things Mondo Gecko. All right, we got the ultimate Mondo Gecko out of the package, or as we learned, his friends call him Mon, and that's what we'll do. Old Mon right here. But let's start off with the old hands here. Let's give him a hand. He's got 2 kind of handshaking hands right out of the package. Then, of course, like any Mon, any good Mon will have, he's got a hang loose. Got one of those little hands going on, so he's going to hang loose. And then he's got a fist of fury. He's ready to throw down as well. 2 gripping hands. Of course, the right hand has a little glove action on it, so he does have that going on. Love that his fingernails are red against that green. It really does pop. And then 2 big old splayed out hands. He's ready to, do some of that kind of stuff if he needs to. So we got all the hands we could ever want right there. Then we get down to his skateboard, a great accessory, a much needed accessory. Got that detail on the board, the skull and the flames. Looking very, very cool. I love the bone in the skateboard deck, looking nice. And then, of course, you got the engine and the exhaust pipes, all that kind of stuff on the back end. He's cooking. He's cooking with gas, no doubt. And then we got tires. You got 2 big tires. Wheels. There we go. Gee, tires, wheels. You know how it goes. But we do got those in the back. These do move like a Hot Wheel is what they kind of remind you of. They even got the little metal bracer in between. But it is smaller in the front, bigger in the back, looking good. You got 2 peg stands on here, so of course he will fit on there. And then underneath, not colored in, but you got some of the guts, I guess, of the apparatus here for the skateboard. But on brand here for the Mon. He's ready to go. He's ready to skate or die, as we did say. But now we're going to dive into the figure here. Not a ton of extras with this guy, and we do know these Super 7 waves, they'll put a little guy and he'll be the same cost as a guy that has a ton of stuff. It just kind of evens out throughout the whole wave. Something to be said about that, something good, something bad. It's kind of the way it goes, though, with Super 7, as we do know. But let's dive into these head sculpts. The one right out of the package, he's got the closed mouth, a little bit of tongue hanging off the side, looking interesting. Of course, braces. Oh, dreaded braces. I had a big fight with braces as a little kid. I had them from when I was like 3rd grade till like 10th grade. I was a dentist dream, or I should say an orthodontist dream at the end of the day. I'm sure it cost my dad a fortune, but he said, I need to get that kid's teeth straight. That's what we need. We need to give him a retainer, a headgear at night. We got to have 2 tours of duty with the braces, so I can relate to Mondo Gecko. We all been there. We all been there. Or if you haven't had braces, then you're not. If you're like my wife, she never had braces, so I don't know what I'm going with, but definitely Mondo Gecko had braces, but only on the top, not the bottoms, not in the bottoms. He's got those creepy red lizard eyes. Those are extra creepy there. Gets that green skin. Of course, you got that reptile feel, kind of the bumps all over the place. Got a little devil lock like a young Glenn Danzig back in the day over the front. Got a backwards hat here in purple, looking good, then a ponytail sticking out. Looks good in the head sculpt department. I know who this is if somebody hands it to me. Now, the second head is the head I'm probably going to go with. He does look a little scarier with his mouth fully open and the tongue sticking out. Besides that, pretty much everything is the same, just a little bit scarier in the face department. Got the braces on the very top as well on this one. I'm here for it. I'm here for the old Mondo Gecko. And then we dive into the figure here. You got his classic t-shirt going on. Same thing we saw on his board as well in yellow. Got little spikes on the forearm and on the biceps. He's got elbow pads and knee pads. Love the little spike on the knee down here. Skull on this one. Got some, we'll call them Converse shoes. We'll play the game. We'll call them Converse shoes. Talked about the hands being open here, of course. Looking good. Hands are removable, as we know. Head removable, as we know as well. Back and forth. Not really much up and down, but you do get some back and forth there. You do get waist articulation. You do get the arms that go around, of course. No bicep. Single jointed elbows. Oh my gosh, sharp right there. Single jointed and then side to side. Hands back and forth, side to side. We do get the tail that is movable, so there's articulation on the tail. Do those big old Mondo Gecko splits if you need to. You do get a knee side to side, of course, single jointed. Same thing, the ankles all over the place. Does got peg holes in the bottom. Will he fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand? Have to assume he will, right? Oh, yeah, he fits there, but I'm going to put him on his skateboard. I think that's what the majority of people are going to do. He's going to be skateboarding right into our hearts. That's the way he's going to go for me. Diving into this tail a little bit more, very reptilian-like, and I always love the little skate on the back on his tail. Kind of funny, tongue-in-cheek, but is on brand for him. Looks very, very cool. And there is a joint right there at the bottom. I guess I missed that, and that's the only one there, but you do got articulation down low. So it really does look like Mondo Gecko. There's no fooling who this guy is. You know who this is if you're into the turtle lore. Mondo Gecko, Michelangelo, 2 best of friends. It's always fun when reptiles and turtles can put aside their differences and, you know, go to the park and go skateboarding. It's always a great day. We love to see it, love to hear about it. You guys know how that goes. But Mondo Gecko looking good on his skateboard, ready to go, ready to take on the world, ready to do his thing right there. And of course, it's an homage. Todd, don't start again. Don't start. Todd and I go back and forth. Is it homage? Is it homage? Is it potato? Is it potato? Is it tomato? Is it tomato? I don't know, Todd. That's for us to figure out offline later on. But we do got the original Playmates version here. It looks like father and son going to the skateboard park is what it looks like right here. But always cool to see these and the upgrades and the extra color and detail on these. Really, like they always say, and I say it on these videos, it's like we imagined this one to be all these years later. So very, very fun with Mondo Gecko into the collection. But what say you guys and gals out there in YouTube land? You hear from the Mondo Gecko? Let me know your thoughts on him in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day. And of course, we got even more content for you over on Patreon. Patreon, your best way to support this channel. Of course, you get bonus content over there. You get both YouTube channel videos early and a whole lot more. Check out the Patreon, support the channel. You can also support the channel, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Mondo Gecko, I'm Mondo Kyle. See you guys all real soon.